Hi, my name is Dan Schmitt, and this is Team Chicago Challenge. We're at Lake Koshkonong for the 3-hour ice race to benefit the Steel Shoe Fund. Al Sumner started his fund to help out injured dirt trackers. Al Sumner, who's the District 16 AMA referee. And this is like I think the first year was 95 that they did this, and it's been canceled a couple of times. It's about 8 degrees out here. It's perfect conditions. It's supposed to be a foot of ice. And we're having big fun. We're in front of the Sunset Tavern. So let's check out the start and see what happens at this 3-hour ice race endurance.
Charlie Jacobs is out of retirement. He's going to ride with Team Chicago. These are the tires and the screws we'll be using. And let's check out what this one team from Chicago is doing to get ready.
Whoa, come on! Second tier, come on, let's go. All right, yeah.
All right, give me your name, real quick.
All right, racing, I'm Chad. This is Mike. Howdy. It's cold out here.
Racing.
250, Honda CR 250.
Where you from?
Chicago.
Beautiful
Milwaukee Avenue, the Nile of Chicago. And the real interview will be after the race when I got the trophy in my hand. I'll have the trophy, girl.
And as the teams line up, it's about 10 degrees out. The wind's blowing at about 15 miles an hour. Wind chill factor is probably 10 to 15 below, and then being on a motorcycle doing 30, 40 miles an hour. But these guys are tough. This is it, 3-hour endurance. As we swing through the pits, see the 4 and 6 van. George Mack comes out. He's got his team, North Pier Deno, and they're riding a 400 Yamaha 4-stroke. We'll wait for the flag man to throw the green. It will be a 3-wave start. Lightweight bikes up front in the first wave. Middleweight bikes are the 250s in the second wave. And the final wave will be the open bikes. Bikes over 300 cc's. As they get their bikes ready, Al Sumners is looking them over, getting the flag man ready. Let's move these barrels. Al Sumner's District 16 referee is telling them to fire them engines up and get ready. Watch the flag man. So we get ready for the start of this 3-hour ice race endurance. Out front, 104. Gets that Lake County Motorsport team. Jeff Fredette's right there at number 13. Jeff Fredette is riding his bike in one class. Here comes the second wave up front, number 44. That's the team out of Minnesota. And the Larson Cycle, Honda, making the clean getaway. Right on him, it looks like number 7, the Guilty team. And the heavyweights are now taken off. Out front. There's number 51. And the 400. We look back at the rest of the pack battling. 51 is that Dietrich team out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin on the 400 Yamaha. 44, the team out of Minnesota, is still leading. In the middleweight, or the 250 class. Gilkey team right behind Suburban Harley Davidson. Number 98, S&B Racing, running third. This track is over 2 miles long. Multiple turns, tight track this year. Mike Gilkey laid it out. We're on Lake Koshkonong, just west of Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. They say there's 12 inches of ice. And what a beautiful day. The sun is out, the clear sky greets us, but it's a little chilly and the wind is blowing. But in the lightweight class, up front, overall, and lightweight class, established himself in the lead is Jeff Fredette, and he had Fredette Racing, Kawasaki, Moose, 200. Now, Jeff Fredette, Mr. Enduro, Mr. ISDE, is going to ride this bike for the start, and then he's going to get on his 250, so he's got two teams out there. He's got the Gruber boys joining him on the 200. He's got Tim Farrell currently riding the 250. So you see him work his way around this ice track. Second place, it's like Lake County Motorsports 102 Honda. That's Mark Odenim and John Stewart. Jeff Fredette clearly leading. They blocked off the 3. This bike number 1. He comes towards the end of the course. A couple of turns left. And complete the first lap at this ice race. Endurance, 3 hour, America's only 3-hour endurance. Third place is 104. It's the Lake County Motorsport. 44, the team from Minnesota. But right on him is 98. That's Brett Breyer on it. SB Racing, Suburban Motors, Harley Davidson. Todd Darling, Whitman Harley Davidson. This Wisconsin team. In the heavyweight class, '24, that's that 4 and 6, North Pier Deno. This rider's from San Jose, California. You may never have seen ice before. That's Dante Abruzzo. As the teams continue to sort themselves out, 919, that's that team from Chicago. Better get on the gas and don't worry about boxing. And we had a chance to talk to a team, first time ever on the ice. And what a baptism the motorcycle ice racing is running this 3-hour endurance. So let's meet these riders out of Chicago.
One of the teams out there competing, and they've got a, is that 650 DS?
650 Suzuki.
And this is Team Fossil. This is the first time they've ever done an ice race endurance. In fact, have you guys ever ice raced?
No, never. Not at all.
Never been ice raced, scared out of my mind.
All right, so we have a 2.5-mile track, and your bike is an enduro bike, so how's it working out there?
Well, it's a dual sport, and we took everything off we could get off of it to lighten it up and lower it and make it easier to ride. We need more screws. We're a little bit short on traction.
So you say we're screwed?
Something like that. Anyway, we're going to give it our best shot, and we have this young guy here.
Well, let's get everybody's name. Your name?
Jason.
Jason what?
Diaz.
And yours?
Ed Wytek from Evanston, Illinois.
Okay.
And Fran Cokes from Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, and Fran is one of our favorite listeners on Open Road Radio, right?
Absolutely. Favorite fan of Open Road Radio.
Okay.
My groupie.
All right, so how do you think you guys are going to do? You're in the heavyweight class. There doesn't seem to be too many bikes in the heavyweight class.
No, we're doing okay. There's a lot of high-powered machinery here, but we've only fallen down once so far today.
All right, well,
We're hoping attrition will take out our competitors.
Okay, well, good luck out there.
Thank you
very much.
30 minutes into the race, Charlie Jacobs on the Team Chicago. Moose, HJC helmet, Smith, 4 and 6 prepared, Torco Racing Fuel, WR250, got a late start. Should have had that bike running at the start. We're about a half a lap down. But battling now is Tim Farrell, and then you have Fedette Racing, Moose, Fedette Racing Products, Kawasaki in the middleweight class on the 250. Right with them is that Amsoil team in the open class. But Tim Farrell, the manager at Illinois Harley-Davidson, he's got a hot hand here as he works his way to the front, and he tries to track down the Gilkey team. 87 is moving up, this team out of Eden, Wisconsin on the Kawasaki. Moving into second place in the lightweight class is this Lake County Motorsport 125 Honda. Now the guys out of Chicagoland, and the 250 Honda, they're taking an early pit stop. Coming by now, 51, scooting in the heavyweight class. It's that Dietrich team on the 400 Yamaha. And our plan with Team Chicago was to pull Charlie Jacobs in at the half hour so I could get out there. As Charlie Jacobs brings in the WR 250, Torco Racing Fuel, Torco Racing Oil, Yamaha. Let's get some gas in here and I'll be ready to go. It's my turn to meet the challenge out here at Lake Kashkanan. Let's take a look at this racetrack. Multiple turns. Let's check it out. You got a right and a left. Short shoot. And what's happened is 35 minutes in, there's enough snow being churned up, you got to stay on the ice. These tires work great on ice. I've got the Kenda Carlisle replica rear tire. Some teams are running a rubber knobby with screws, and the knobbies work a little better if you got this snow, but the Kenda definitely works better on ice. Jeff Fredette is now up front on the 250. Number 13 is the 250. So Jeff Fredette team, check that. He may not be up front. He may be in second place. Maybe the Gilkey team up front. We're going to have to check the scoring after the first hour. As I come upon this, looks like a Honda, red bike. See if I can read the number. So I can get around this rider. Work my way, try the outside here. I'm slipping and sliding in the snow, looking for some traction, get on the gas. Got this little chute here. Leading in lightweight class is the Fedette team, and this is Rick Gruber. While leading is that Gilkey, Mike Gilkey, and Jameson Satchel is up front. 64 is running in the top 20. This Honda team out of Wisconsin. Dave Kiesel from Illinois Harley-Davidson on that Husqvarna. They're running third in class, 9th overall. And after 15 laps out here, the Gilkey team, Mike Gilkey and Jameson Satchel up front. 72 is that Amsoil Berg team. They're leading in heavyweight class. Fedette Racing's in third place with Jeff Fredette. Fedette Racing Kawasaki. Second place is that Rob McGee team, the team out of Des Plaines, Illinois. Larson Psycho, number 44, is running in fifth. The team out of Minnesota. 98 Suburban Harley-Davidson SB Racing. 98 is running in sixth. Seventh is that Dietrich team. Number 51 on that Yamaha 400. 87 the Zern team is running in eighth. Ninth place is Illinois Harley-Davidson with Dave Kiesel. 10th place is the Mueller team. 11th place, 104, and leading lightweight is that Lake County Motorsport team. Cadet lightweight team is running in 12th. And Team Chicago, we're running 23rd. Lost that half a lap at the start, and we have not been able to make it up. As I come upon that Team Fossil on that DR 650 Suzuki. Looks like Fran Cokes is riding. Let's see if I can get around him nice and smooth. Fran, don't turn around. Just keep your line. Don't worry about the other riders. Keep a nice smooth line. That's what we teach in the road race school. Got a battle going on for 4th place overall. That's Tim Farrell on the Cadet Racing Kawasaki, but right on him is that Amsoil Elite Ridgewaza Kawasaki 72 in the open class. They're running 3rd and 4th. Up front is the Mike Gilkey team. Rob McGee running 2nd. You got that Brett Breyer team, Suburban Harley-Davidson moving up through the field. But I'm heading into the pits. Charlie Jacobs is waiting. Take on some gas, and he's going to take off to ride the Team Chicago WR 250.
I lost my hand.
As we get near the halfway point, up front is Mike Gilkey and Jamison Satchel on that Scotty Power Plus Kawasaki. They're leading as we watch Bill Cavellis on that North Pier Deno 4 and 6 400 Yamaha. Billy's having big fun out there. They're running the top 20. They're running a heavyweight class. But now moving into the lead in the lightweight class is that Lake Country Motorsports Honda 125. Coming into the pits now, 51 is that Fond du Lac Dietrich's team making a pit stop on that 400 Yamaha. And as we get into 30 laps completed, it's that Gilkey Scotty Power Sport up front. Cadet Racing Moose is in 2nd. Suburban Harley-Davidson SB Racing 98 is 3rd. The Holders on the KTM number 17 is 4th. 5th is that Amsoil Burke team. 6th is the Long Feeney team. 7th is the Larson team out of Minnesota. 8th is the Dupree Moose team, number 158. 9th place and 1st in the lightweight class is at Lake Country Motorsports Honda. 64, the L&M Restoration team is 10th. Dietrich is 11th. The McGee Power Sport or Pro Speed is 12th. Team Chicago, we're 19th as Charlie Jacobs comes by in the Team Chicago 4UR 250. As we see these two teams leaving the pits. The Breyer teams, Suburban, Harley-Davidson, S&M Racing is starting to make moves. Moving up through the field now is that Moose, Dave Dupree team on the Kawasaki in the open class. Charlie Jacobs brings the Team Chicago WR 250 into the pits. Let's gas it up. I'm ready to go again. I got my heavy honking gloves on. I can't lose my hands. I want to get on the gas and see if we can make up some time. We're past the halfway point. And it's my turn to ride. So we take off on the Team Chicago WR 250 Yamaha. Charlie's going to be ready. I head out to do battle. 87, they're on the move. This Lander Zern team. And they're moving up through the field on their Kawasaki. 919, the Schomburg Honda Suzuki RA Racing team. They're having a little bit of a problem. I don't think they're coordinating their pit stops right. They're falling back in the field. So I spot a bike in front of me. See if I can catch this bike. Is that KTM? It's either Rick Holder, Brad Holder, or Brian Holder. This team out of Illinois on the KTM. Let's see if I can sneak by them. By the outside line. The snow is loose. Get on the gas. Got this long chute here. Shift up. You gotta get on the brakes. Don't get into loose snow. Get back on the gas. Try to squirt by. Number 11's on the charge. That's Lloyd Burlingame and Anthony Grimm on his 400 Yamaha, and they're out of Wisconsin. 44, they're on the charge again. This team out of Minnesota, Lawson Psycho. 355 is right there, the KR Enterprise 200. This Minnesota team is showing people the fast way, and they're moving in the top 10 or back in the top 10. We're running second in the heavyweight class. Dave Dupree, he's on his Kawasaki, Moose Kawasaki. And riding with him is John Strangefelt. They're second in class. We're running about 6th or 7th overall. As we get towards the end, Jeff Fredette, well, I don't know, are they up front? Got a battle going on for the lead. They're on the same lap. Jeff Fredette with the Fredette Racing Moose Kawasaki. Mike Gilkey, Jamison Satchel. Riding with Jeff Fredette is Tim Farrell. Moving up through the field is 98. That's Brett Breyer riding on that SB Racing Suburban Motors Harley Davidson. Todd Darling, Whitman Harley Davidson, Motion Pro Bell, Airbrush Coating, S100, Young American, Kawasaki. And I'll tell you, this guy is getting around. Charlie's waiting, and let's turn it over to Charlie Jacobs.
Perfect. I'm in perfect shape. These cars really made the difference. So we got about 15 minutes.
Number 11, Lloyd Burlingame comes flashing by, and leading in the lightweight class, the Lake County Motorsport 125 Honda. These guys are, I think, in the top 10 maybe, but they're scooting along. Having a good ride. Get to the end, we see the Chicago San Jose team, North Pier, Geo Trading, 4 and 6, 400 Yamaha. They made the 15th overall. Brett Breyer led the SB Racing Suburban Motors Harley Davidson to 3rd in class, 4th overall. The lightweight Fredette team with the Grubers, they ran out of gas. They dropped down to 16th overall, but they're 3rd in class. As you see, Charlie Jacobs on the Team Chicago, 4 and 6, Yamaha dealers, Torco Oil. We ended up 22nd, but I'll tell you, we had a great time out there. In the heavyweight class, 3rd overall, 1st in class was that Amsoil Elite Racing Team. These guys were charging all day. 3rd in class, 8th overall is the Bowling Gate from Wisconsin, 400. The guys from Minnesota, and yet Larson finished 5th in class, 6th overall. They had a great time. The Gilkey team, Scotty Power Plus, well, they came up a little short, as we see Jeff Fredette, who along with Tim Farrell went on to pick up the win overall, 1st place, 1st in class, 1st overall on the Kawasaki Fredette Racing. 2nd in class, 2nd overall was the Gilkey Satchel team, Scotty Power Plus, but it was
Fedette Racing with the hot hand in the lightweight class. It was at Lake Country Motorsports, as predicted earlier, went on to pick up the win in the lightweight class coming around the last corner. Let's see what the girls from McGillicuddy's have to say about ice racing.
Little skid action. Yeah, a little skid action across the
Trophy, lightweight class, first place, Mark Ottenden and John Stewart on the Lake Country Motorsports Honda. Second place, second overall, second in middleweight, Mike Gilkey, Jamison Satchel on that Scotty Power Plus. Jamison Satchel coming to pick up the trophy. First overall, first in class, Tim Farrell, Jeff Fredette on the Kawasaki Fedette Racing Moose. As Tim and Jeff come up to get their trophy. First in heavyweight class, third overall is at Amsoil Elite with Jeff Berg, Luke Whitehall, Rich Whitehall. And overall, picking up the trophy is Jeff Fredette and Tim Farrell.
Whenever we're in Chicago, we watch Team Chicago Challenge.
Thank you, ladies. Music for the show provided in part by Engine, Mike Preetz, Intrigue, and Travesty. And all this music recorded at Fireside Studios, Westchester, Illinois. For more information on the Steel Shoe Fund, it's steelshoefund.org. steelshoefund.org. I always have a great time racing this event. To contact me, it's teamdan45@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from my audience. Remember, you can always search on YouTube with Dan Schmitt Motorcycle Racing for great motorcycle racing action. And I'll be up on Rumble soon with Dan Schmitt TV. And I highly encourage you to visit the World of Motorcycle Museum off Indiana 39. It's in Winnemac, Indiana, 4 miles south of North Judson. Give them a call first at 574-896-3172. It's a great collection of motorcycles and a great trip.